They come from all across the world, from many different lands. The brave from Britain, the confident from America, the determined from Japan, and anyone else, anywhere else, who wants to step up to the challenge. 100 challengers compete across a 4-stage obstacle course devised by the devil. Success means glory. Failure means humiliation. It truly is win or die. Many have tried. Very few have succeeded. But they all have one goal: to become the next champion. This is Ninja Warrior of Halo! Hello guys, I'm Hunter Unit 751 and welcome back to Ninja Warrior of Halo. We have wrapped up Stage 1 in the final Halo 5 tournament, with 100 attempts made and incredibly 20 competitors still standing. It was double delight for Sonic Fan, as not only did he become the 200th ever Stage 1 clear in Ninja Warrior of Halo history, but he also picked up the fastest time on his first time getting past Stage 1. Also joining him is newcomer Booker Taco, the All-Star Elite MKB, and Stage 4 finalist from Tournament 21, Rog, are moving on. Both Flame and Alpha Puma have ensured they will finish Halo 5 with perfect Stage 1 clear streaks, with 6 clears out of 6. And the All-Star Phil is moving back onto Stage 2 for the first time since Tournament 16. But now, the joys and euphoria of beating Stage 1 must be forgotten, as our 20 survivors now face the second stage. The first 2 obstacles of Stage 2 are a familiar sight, but it is all change after that. 2 new obstacles, the Unstable Bridge and Cable Cross, have been introduced for the first time, whilst modifications to the Metal Spin and the Wall Lift means this is an almost unrecognisable Stage 2 compared to the last tournament. One saving grace for our competitors, the time limit has been bumped up massively from 65 to 90 seconds. Let's head down to the sidelines to hear from some of our competitors.
There's no way I beat this stage. I know I can do it in the time limit, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. The Salmon Ladder, the Unstable Bridge, they're all really tough. But, the Metal Spin, I haven't really gotten there that much in practice, but if I do get it, I think I might have enough time to clear, and we'll see how it goes.
Honestly, beating Stage 1 was an exhilarating experience, and when I hit that buzzer, I was just amped. And you could hear it in my voice if you were in the party.
I'm exhilarated to clear Stage 1 as always. I mean, I've definitely struggled on this course before, so finally pulling through is nice after 2 years. I'm actually feeling surprisingly confident about this Stage 2. I shouldn't be, because this is definitely a tough Stage 2. There are so many places you could go out on. But, you know, it's definitely doable, so let's just see what happens.
My mindset has not changed at all since Stage 1. Stage 1 was a good hurdle to get through, but this stage is just as big of a hurdle if I want to get to Stage 3 and have a chance at the final. There's not really one obstacle I'm scared about. It's more or less just, this stage, if I fail, it's going to be a simple mistake, not really a specific obstacle. It'll just be like a minor thing. But I do feel pretty good overall, and hopefully I can beat this stage and go to Stage 3.
Well, it feels good. It's about time I got here, but looking forward to seeing what I'm capable of on Stage 2.
Well, you know, recovering from an ACL tear is always tough. Took a lot of rehab, and it really derailed my career for a good bit. And I worked really, really closely with some high-level rehab guys, just physical therapy, just trying to get that knee right. And, you know, I think I'm finally starting to come around to where that knee is about where it's supposed to be. But that Salmon Ladder is going to be tough. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to kick the shit out of this stage.
Well, first of all, can I just say how relieved I am to get by stage 1? I've thought about this run for really since the day I beat stage 1 in 22, where it's like, man, I gotta follow this up now. It's gonna be a lot of pressure, but to be able to pull through and get it done, I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, I missed last tournament because, I didn't know where I was at after that Tournament 21 run, but apparently 2 years away from this course isn't enough to take me out on stage 1 again. The second stage, I feel like I've got a chance at beating it. If history proves itself right, I failed it, then cleared it. I failed it my last time here, so I should clear it this time.
Just been a surreal experience all the way through with all the people here watching today. Can't wait to make a deep run into stage 3.
Yeah, it feels good getting back to stage 2. This was the objective, at this point in my Halo jumping career. It's sort of becoming a bit of the old washed up veteran, so as long as I can keep getting to stage 2, I'm happy. As for the salmon ladder, it's basically, that's my only goal here. I'm not aiming for a clear, I'm just aiming for a salmon ladder beat, and that's it. If I time out doing so, then so be it.
Going into stage 2, I'm always excited to be here. This is a stage that, back in the day on Halo 4, I feel like I was always very confident, very fast on the stage. I never really had much troubles with stage 2 back in those days. Now, the stage is definitely different. There's some different obstacles, tougher obstacles, so I'm always a little more cautious now. I think I can do it. I can definitely fail it too, but I'm going to try my hardest, and hopefully that'll get me back to stage 3.
I was worried about stage 1 when I did my run, but I pushed through it, and I'm worried about the second stage as well, especially the metal spin. I'm a bit disappointed the stick slider's not here because I really wanted to get revenge on it, but overall I am feeling pretty good on this stage. I'm still definitely nervous, but that goes with any stage.
I'm so happy that me and Flame were able to get perfect Halo 5s. I think that's the thing that I'll walk away best from this tournament, regardless of what happens on the stage 2. And so in terms of the changes, I think moving objects, I suck at them, but I have the Fist of God apparently from practice on the unstable bridge, so we'll see how that goes. And I kind of have some practice on the 4th obstacle because I made the final stage. So I feel like I give myself a strong 72% chance of beating the stage.
The final battle of Halo 5 is ready to commence. The course bathed in shining night sky. Will Euphoria await one of our final 20 survivors when the night is ended? How many will have what it takes? Will anyone have what it takes to reach the top of the final stage tower? For only the 4th time in Halo jumping history, we have at least 20 competitors moving on from stage 1. There is arguably a greater variety than ever before. 7 first-timers tying the record from Tournament 14, 3 All-Stars the first time since Tournament 16, and 10 veterans of varying levels of success. Some back here for the first time in a while, others keeping up a perfect streak of success on Halo 5. Who will survive? Who will fall? Who will advance to the 3rd stage? Let's find out as Joey Davis is ready to kick off stage 2. It's been quite the turnaround for Joey, as he knows, from failing the first obstacle to now making it to stage 2. 90 seconds as he makes his way through the downhill jump and onto the salmon ladder. This is always the one that every competitor has their eye on stage 2 on Halo 5, but Joey just absolutely destroyed the salmon ladder, and now he will be the first to take on this brand new unstable bridge. It's like a pendulum. You've got to build momentum to make the bridge swing, and then get from one bridge to the second bridge. As he builds up the momentum, makes the jump, and is comfortably across. And then you've got to start the process all over again. Build up the momentum, but this time you have to make a huge jump for the dismount platform. And you're already seeing just how much of a time killer this obstacle is. Joey goes for it. 35 seconds left. Can he make the dismount? Yes, he can, only just. Now onto the other new obstacle, the cable cross. This is taking the cables from the final stage tower and basically making an obstacle out of them. But Joey gets through that, but he's only got 20 seconds left as he hits the metal spin, gets a save jump, but it's not enough for Joey, and he goes down on the metal spin. Let's take a look at a replay. You can see just how huge this dismount platform is for the unstable bridge, or just how big the gap is for the dismount. But Joey managed to get his save jump just right. But on the metal spin, he got a save jump, but it wasn't enough. I'm not sure if he would have had enough time left anyway to finish stage 2, but nevertheless, it was a great run from Joey. From one first-time competitor to another, but this man might just be the biggest surprise of them all, that he made it this far. This is Wolf Ninja. This is his 5th appearance on the course. His first time making it to stage 2, but incredibly, it was also the first time he'd ever got past the 3rd obstacle on stage 1. He tries the jumping spider, or he gets to the jumping spider for the first time, and then he goes all the way and beats stage 1. Now he is here on stage 2, and he does not fail the downhill jump, but can he avoid defeat on the salmon ladder? He has a history of struggles with the salmon ladder. Oh, as he slips down one, but he saves himself very well. Oh, he drops down again! Wolf Ninja! Oh, another brilliant save, but he's back at the bottom. Now making progress again, back up to that 3rd ledge, now up to the 4th ledge, getting there, hits his head again, it's a huge drop and he can't save himself this time! Wolf Ninja is eliminated by the salmon ladder. Doesn't take anything away though from a great tournament he's had. As we now are already onto our 3rd man, and yet another competitor taking on stage 2 for their first time. This is Sonic Fan. Anybody would think we'd have a lot of first-time competitors. We do, 7 to be exact. Tying that record from Tournament 14 when Snaz was amongst the competitors to get to stage 2. But let's stop talking about Snaz. This is Sonic as he gets through the downhill jump as well. And now our 3rd man to take on the salmon ladder. He hits his head straight away but recovers nicely and flies into a spring jump technique. Not as smooth as Joey's, but still just as effective. And now it's his turn for the unstable bridge as he punches the ground. He punches the ground on the unstable bridge and gets huge momentum going. This is much better technique than what we saw from Joey. Has Sonic cracked a technique here? Maybe something that Joey did not know. Sonic has built up huge momentum and he's crucially done it at a quick pace. This obstacle is a time killer just as much as it is a challenging obstacle, and you can see Sonic easily made the dismount as he flies across the left hand side of the cable cross, cutting to the right, and now for the metal spin. As he goes for the left side just like Joey, he gets a crucial save jump, gets the dismount, 25 seconds for the wall lift. Use that mongoose and push the walls up. Each wall gets heavier and heavier. But Sonic, it does not stop him. Sonic Fan is moving on to the 3rd stage. On his first time taking on stage 2. And I just realised I never even mentioned, he was the 200th ever attempt on stage 2. A landmark run, and it produces a stage 2 clear. Once again, it was the unstable bridge that made the difference. He got his technique spot on. Built up momentum really quickly. He only needed 2 swings for that first bridge. And then for the dismount, he made it much more comfortably. He didn't even need that save jump. He then overcame the metal spin that took Joey out. And he had plenty of time left to cruise to the finish line, finishing with almost 15 seconds left. And Sonic's breakout tournament will continue into the 3rd stage. What a performance by Sonic. What a tournament he is having. And he's trying to beat the stage backwards, but that's as far as he can go. Whew, well, I would normally say let's see if we can all catch our breath after such a thrilling run, but we don't have a chance to catch our breath because it's straight into the next competitor, and it's now time for Booker Taco, the first of 2 newcomers to take on stage 2. I want to say this is the first time we've had 2 newcomers reach the 2nd stage since tournament 16. as Booker is hanging off the back of the downhill jump, but that was so he could throw in a 360. He's vibing. Not many newcomers have made it to Stage 2 on Halo 5, and only one has ever beaten the Salmon Ladder. And he's not off to the best of starts here, as he's really taking his time, but gets up the first one. Misses the second jump, but saves himself. Misses it again and bounces off, and it's over in the blink of an eye. Booker is down. The second man to go out on the Salmon Ladder. And now it's the turn of Petrillo fam. Of all the competitors that have made it to Stage 2 for their first time in this tournament, Petrillo is probably the one that has been the most deserving of it. His fourth appearance, all of his first 3 attempts, he made it deep into Stage 1, but was unable to get the job done. He finally got the job done this time around. Can he take his opportunity? You heard him in his interview. He's eyeing up Stage 3, Stage 4, even total victory. The skies are the limit for Petrillo, but he has to focus on the task in hand, and that means not slipping up on the Salmon Ladder. Look at this technique! Petrillo flies up the Salmon Ladder. What a move! That's going to save him some time, and he will need it on the unstable bridge. Look at this technique. He's pushing the bar rather than punching. We saw how it worked for Sonic. But Petrillo, has he maybe not seen Sonic's technique? Does he not know that he can punch the ground? He's built up the momentum and he's made it across. But now he only has 1 bar to push. Albeit it is more central, so theoretically the bridge should move quicker. But look at the time, 35 seconds. How much time has he spent on this obstacle already? He takes a false start. That's going to cost him even more time. Petrillo, can he get the dismount? Yes, he can, but 22 seconds left and he still has 3 obstacles to beat. Is this mission impossible? Petrillo makes his way through the cable cross. Time for the metal spin. Time is running out. He has to motor. He gets the save jump, but there's only 10 seconds left. The wall lift. Surely he hasn't got enough time here. Petrillo's pushing it as fast as he can through the second wall, through the third wall. It's not enough. Petrillo is out of time. He came up short by, less than 2 seconds. Petrillo is beaten right at the finish line of Stage 2. That is devastating. It was the unstable bridge that decided it. He spent over 40 seconds on this obstacle, probably even longer than that actually. But if you had to put it down to one moment, it was probably that false run, as we're going to see. Or maybe we're not going to see. But Petrillo, oh, that is absolutely devastating. To come that close to beat Stage 2 and not advance. He runs out of time. For the 3rd tournament in a row, his tournament ends by timeout. That is devastating. He will not join Sonic on the 3rd stage. Our next competitor is getting ready to step up.
Alright, everybody, give me a huddle. Give me a huddle.
Swan is looking for some support from his fellow competitors. Everyone in this little huddle actually has made it to Stage 2. It's the Stage 2 group. Rog, Irish, Flame and Vulcan. This is Swan's 3rd time on the 2nd stage, and the last time he was here in Tournament 20 he beat this stage on the way to his first trip to the 3rd stage. As his fellow competitors look on, all looking forward to their runs, but before that they are sending positive vibes to Swan. His 6th appearance on the course, his 3rd time making it to Stage 2. He has 1 clear, 1 fail. A little bit of a slow hop there into the head slide, but he does get through. Now for the Salmon Ladder as he slides into it. Is he feeling confident? He was kind of taking the mickey a little bit in his interview, talking about that infamous leg injury that he suffered when he collapsed at the Warped Wall 2 tournaments ago. But he's bounced back in style Ooh, a little bit of a close call there, getting onto the unstable bridge. He punches it and lets it swing naturally. Ooh, look at this technique. He just stays in one position, lets the momentum build with one well-timed punch, and looks like he's going to go for a third punch. This is a well-worked-out strategy, but did he jump a little bit early there? Swan, he gets a save jump. It's not enough. Swan comes up short and becomes the first competitor to fail the unstable bridge. He had a technique, but did he jump a little bit too early off that bridge, and did he save jump at the wrong time? Swan is beaten.
No.
You're good, fool.
No, you.
No!
Damn it!
You had it.
I jumped too early.
Dude.
I don't even need a save jump.
You can feel Swan's pain there. That might have just been the last possible jump that could have stopped him from making it back to the third stage. Instead, he is in the waters on stage 2, and things did not get any better for our next set of competitors. Little Cabbage, the other newcomer taking on stage 2, became only the second competitor or second newcomer ever to beat the salmon ladder. That was the good news. The bad news was, once he got to the top and got onto the unstable bridge, he had no idea what to do. Despite the best efforts of his coach, Killer Man, trying to explain as quickly as possible how to build up momentum, unfortunately it counted for little and he crashed out, not even making it onto the second bridge. After that, we had Mighty Max 80, the last of our 7 competitors, or 7 first-timers on stage 2. And like the previous 2, he went down on the unstable bridge, failing the dismount just like Swan to make it 3 unstable bridge failures in a row. Then we had Crown Ferret Irish back on stage 2 for the second tournament in a row. He crashed out on the salmon ladder last time, and unfortunately, history repeated itself as he failed the salmon ladder again. He was hugely disappointed. He had slight hopes that he could have maybe had an outside chance at making it to the third stage in this tournament. But this stage 2 is proving to be devastating for our competitors. 9 up, only 1 through. How will our next competitor fare? Stepping up to stage 2 for his 9th time is the All-Star Could Be Better, or Phil. Phil is Ninja Warrior of Halo's most experienced competitor of all time, with today being his 21st appearance. This is also Phil's first time back on stage 2 since tournament 16 after 6 straight stage 1 failures. Now that Phil has returned to stage 2, he can take comfort from his performances in the last 2 times he made it to this stage, in tournaments 15 and 16, when he beat stage 2 on both occasions, and in tournament 16 set his personal best performance when he made it to the jumping bars. So let's see how Phil will fare as he continues his comeback tournament. Phil, nodding along. Is he confident? Is he just nodding in approval that he's finally made it back to stage 2? It has been a long time coming. His 9th time taking on stage 2, and his first since tournament 16. His first time taking on this stage as an all-star, actually. Let's not forget about that. It's been too long, but now it's Phil's time to shine. Please, thank God, don't fail the first obstacle. Could you imagine? 6-7 year wait to get back to stage 2, and then he fails the downhill jump. But now it's time for the salmon ladder. This obstacle, wow, look at Phil go up it. Wow, he's up, he's down, he's all over the place. We've seen both of the all-stars that have previously tried this obstacle fail it at least once. Elite's never beaten it, but Phil gets through it, just like Smokey has several times in the past, except for that one time, you know, in tournament 18. Don't worry about that, Smokey. Oh no, I have a feeling we have another little cabbage on our hands here, people. Does Phil... Well, the bridge is moving slightly. Okay, he's finally worked out to punch it. But look at the time already, 40 seconds. What did he... I mean, what was it? Like, he probably spent a good 20 seconds Oh, he goes for it early! Phil barely makes the jump! Oh my goodness. Is he going to have anything left by the time he beats this obstacle? Is he even going to beat this obstacle? We've already seen 3 competitors fail it. That punch is not going to help, Phil. That one helped a little bit. We've seen a wide variety of techniques on how to do this obstacle already, and this is not one of them. Klaxon sounding. Is he going to beat this obstacle before the time runs out? He goes for it. Phil doesn't really need the save jump. He does get through the unstable bridge. But time runs out, and then he fails the cable cross anyway. Phil, the all-star. What a roller coaster of a run. His first time trying the salmon ladder, and he was up. He almost fell back down. He saved himself, and then he flew back up it again. I wish Elite probably wishes he was able to do that. Becoming only the second all-star after Smokey to beat the salmon ladder. But then the unstable bridge, he did not have the technique, but he persevered, and it became all about willpower. And that's something that Phil can take away from this tournament. Willpower. Finally breaking through on stage 1 after all those failures to get his first try at stage 2 on Halo 5. But ultimately it ended in a bit of a damp squib, running out of time just halfway through the stage. And this stage 2 is racking up quite the body count. Well, I'd already said stage 2 is looking rough. There's the proof of it. Halfway through, 10 attempts, just 1 clear so far. As our next man is looking to turn things around in the second half for our competitors, and he knows how to beat this stage. As Fireball's getting ready, and there's Z on a rock. Fireball is today taking on this course for his 8th time, having made his debut back in Tournament 16. Despite the unprecedented level of consistency he has produced on Halo Ninja Warrior, his success on this course has been middling, to say the least. In 8 appearances, this is only his 4th time making it to Stage 2, and his first time since Tournament 21, when he set his personal best, reaching Stage 3 before going out on the hang climb. But after producing that personal best run, he then followed that up in the last tournament with a shocking early exit on Stage 1 at the half-pipe attack, showing Fireball's lack of consistency. Now he's back on Stage 2 today, looking to go even further and set another personal best. It's these moments of pressure where Fireball steps up. 9 failures out of the first 10 competitors. Is that going to stop Fireball? No chance. He will be determined, even more determined, to pull through and turn things around for our competitors. And he probably needs to, otherwise we are going to be seriously knocking on the door of a Stage 2 fail record, as Fireball begins his run comfortably through the downhill jump. He has 2 clears and 1 fail on this stage, so the odds are in his favour, and he knows how to beat this salmon ladder, spring jumping his way through as he has done in the past. And up to the top nicely, onto the unstable bridge, and he's going for the double punch strategy. As I say, we've seen a variety of different techniques so far. Some of them have worked, some of them definitely haven't. Others have worked, but it's cost too much time. Fireball puts on a clinic of a technique. That is how to do the unstable bridge. And he's onto the cable cross. As I say, 9 failures already. The record is 11, which ironically was set in Tournament 16, when we had a record number of clears. But Fireball's determined not to make it 10, as he comfortably clears the metal spin, and he's got tons of time for the wall lift. As he pushes through the first wall, little bit more of a struggle for the second. As we know, these walls get heavier and heavier, and he's finding this third wall a little bit tough, but he's not giving up as he squeezes through. He doesn't get 20 seconds, but it's still 19.4 seconds left on the clock. That's a phenomenal time from Fireball, and he is heading back to the 3rd stage yet again.
Money time.
Nice.
I'm a champion.
Oh
my god, he got
Oh, that wiggle.
Dude,
What did you were just birthed against?
Yo, if that didn't give me fastest time because that third wall, I hate it.
And now straight back into the action, starting his run is Zekin Yuki, the Japanese competitor. His second time on stage 2. Oh, with a slip up on the salmon ladder, but he saves himself. He made it to this stage in Tournament 21 and he beat this stage. Can he go 2 for 2? He gets a ghost punch, but then he gets the unstable bridge moving. His name's Yuki, so Vulcan might like him, as he's building up momentum quite nicely and is comfortably... Wow, we made it a long way over that first bridge. Second bridge now. Okay, not doing quite as well with building up that momentum. A few bad punches, but it seems to be getting a little bit better. It's really starting to swing now. He needs to think about going. He does go. 30 seconds. Can he make it? He comfortably makes it, but the time is not on his side. He needs to get moving. Cable cross. Takes a save jump. That's not going to help. What's he doing? This is not gonna work. You haven't got the time to do this, Yuki. What are you doing? He's got 12 seconds left and he's dawdling. He's taking save jumps. The klaxon sounds and he finally realizes that he doesn't have the time. He's zooming full send into the metal spin and he's down. Make that 10 failures on stage 2. Oh, this second stage is wiping the field. Wiping the floor all over with our competitors. Taking on stage 2 for his 12th time is the all-star Elite MKB. By reaching stage 2 today, he moves ahead of Drago into second all-time for the most stage 1 clears. And at one stage, Elite had one of the best records on stage 2, clearing it in 6 of his first 7 attempts, which also led to his personal best result in Tournament 15. But since Tournament 15, he has been unable to get past the second stage, failing it on each of his last 4 attempts, 3 of those failures coming at the hands of the salmon ladder. He was one of the first competitors to ever attempt the obstacle, and it has continued to be his nemesis throughout Halo 5. Let's see if today, in the final Halo 5 tournament, this will be the day Elite pulls through. Elite MKB, the second most experienced competitor of all time on stage 2, and he would love for this last Halo 5 tournament to be the one where he can he said it in his interview, he's not even just pulling through by beating this stage again and finally getting back to stage 3, he just wants to beat that salmon ladder. He knows how to do the downhill jump. Though he did almost overshoot it. But he's fine. He beats it yet again. And now face to face with his nemesis. Has he ever hated an obstacle more than this salmon ladder? Taking his time, he has a technique. Getting right on the edge and hopping up. And it's slow, but it's effective. Working so far. Going up to the 4th ledge. He bongs himself slightly, save jumps, hits himself again, and that's it! One mistake is all it takes, and Elite is back in the water again. It is absolutely devastating. He has failed the salmon ladder for the 4th time in his career. 4 times making it to stage 2 on Halo 5, and he has been defeated by this obstacle every time. This is the ultimate definition of a nemesis. Elite ends Halo 5 with yet another failure on stage 2. And with that, we have 11 failures. We have tied the record, the all-time record for most fails ever on stage 2, with 7 competitors left to run. And Weapon Matt, the last time he was on this stage, he failed it. He went down on the swing ladder 2 tournaments ago. That was, at the time, a retirement run. But he missed the last tournament, but came back today to make sure he was in the final Halo 5 tournament. And he is determined to pick up his second stage 2 clear, because of course he did defeat this stage back in the first ever Halo 5 tournament in Tournament 18. As I say, he is one of 7 competitors left to run. If any one of these final 7 competitors fails Stage 2, we will set a new record for the most failures ever in a single tournament. Matt has got a solid technique though on the unstable bridge and comfortably makes the landing. Time for the cable cross with 45 seconds left on the clock. And unlike Yuki, he's not taking a casual stroll through it, although he could with the amount of time he's got left. Metal spin. He might not have even needed that save jump. He was solid on that. 30 seconds for the wall lift. He's got the time. He should be comfortable. These walls have been made heavier, as I say, compared to the last tournament. They've caused problems for some, but not for Matt. 20.3 seconds left on the clock. I want to say that might be only the 3rd time ever Stage 2 has been beaten with more than 20 seconds left, and a piece of history. We saw the 200th ever Stage 1 clear earlier in the tournament. Now we have seen the 100th ever Stage 2 clear from Weapon Matt. And that success continued as we soon after racked up our clear number 101 as Rog took to the field, returning to this stage for the 2nd time after making it here in Tournament 21, when he of course infamously made it to the final stage. He had a bit of struggles with the wall lift, lifting that 2nd wall, but he got a good lift on the 3rd wall, and although he couldn't beat the klaxon, he's moving back on to the 3rd stage once again.
He still can't spring jump. He still can't spring jump.
He's moving on the stage.
He did it an extra swing and I thought it might have cost him.
So Rog's 2 for 2 on stage 2.
Joey is right. Rog is 2 for 2 on stage 2. And of course we all know how it went in Tournament 21, making it to the final stage. Could he be heading back there again? We'll find out later on as we're preparing for our next competitor. What the hell is that weird noise? And what was that? What was that ammo pack? Where did that come from? What is going on here? We have a group of competitors who are jiggling their heads inside a kill ball like it's some kind of a disco. Of course, this has to be a Chris intro. Back for his 2nd time on stage 2 after making it here for his 1st time in the last tournament. He beat this stage in Tournament 22 as we pick him up at the metal spin, gets a nice save jump and is through comfortably.
Let's go, baby.
Nice.
Whoa, how much
Nicely
time?
done.
Zeke, get ready to do it. We gotta get.
Oh. Come on!
Oh, he's got it. Come on.
That might cost him fastest time.
All good.
Got it, baby.
Oh no.
What is happening?
Come on!
How much time?
Push,
push, push, push, push, push, push.
You're being reborn.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
I do not know what just happened with that last wall. I mean, it took him like over 35 seconds to beat the final obstacle. He was cruising, and then it turned into an almost absolute disaster. But by hook or by crook, Chris is heading back to the 3rd stage once again. And he will be joined by Strafe Helix. His 4th time on stage 2, his 4th tournament in a row making it to stage 2, and his 3rd tournament in a row beating this stage. He also had some wall lift struggles. Either this wall lift's been modified to be too heavy, or these guys need to hit the gym. They're Spartans! They're supposed to be made of tough stuff. Despite the struggles though, he did still finish with more than 10 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, maybe these Spartans need to get to the gym, because, you know, they're having trouble with this wall lift, I tell ya. But nevertheless, Strafe is moving on once again. And with that, there are just 3 competitors left to run on stage 2. Time for Flamosaurus, his 6th tournament in a row making it to stage 2. But it has been a struggle for him. Last time he went out on the stick slider for the 2nd tournament in a row. In his 5 previous attempts, he has only managed to beat this stage once. That was in Tournament 20. 4 failures across the rest of his Halo 5 career. But nevertheless, he knows how to beat this stage, and he's shown that he can be versatile. One of 2 competitors to go 6 for 6, a perfect stage 1 record here on Halo 5. And this is an interesting technique. Flame going for a plasma pistol technique to get the momentum going for the unstable bridge. Choosing not to punch the bridges, which is interesting, but he's got to time his jump for the second bridge, which he just about manages to do. And now this second bridge has already got a lot of momentum, so it'll take less work. Maybe goes a little early there. Flame! Okay, he's fine. He makes it across. That is a sign, a clear sign that Flame can think outside the box. Takes a save jump there. Then takes his time a little bit. Doesn't want to take too much time here, Flame. 25 seconds left. Metal spin. Takes him even more time. He failed this in Tournament 19. Gets a late save jump, but will not fail it this time. 16 seconds. Has he got enough time for the wall lift? He needs to make sure he doesn't have any mistakes here or any holdups. And it looks like he's not going to. That last wall's a little bit of a struggle. But Flame is going back to the 3rd stage. Flamosaurus, Mr. Perfection, or one half of the Perfection team, 6 times on stage 2, and now he's finally going back to stage 3.
I don't think I got it. I got it.
You got it, dude.
Stage 3, 16.
Come on. Send it. Go.
That's...
Push.
Go.
Let's go,
Stage
Flame.
3, baby.
Let's go, Flame.
Here.
That was sweet. Oh, that's
I
fine.
could have beat the Klaxon there, but I don't. I could not.
Put out the Flame Warrior. Let's go.
Back on stage 3.
That's probably a top 3.
Do the fire at
So
That is the roar we love to see, love to hear. The donkey is going back to the 3rd stage for his 2nd time. Well done to Flame. It's great to hear Flame so happy. And Z's back on a rock for some reason. Is Z just taking ownership of this rock? What's going on here? Anyway, now we have the turn of the Grand Champion. And not just the Grand Champion, the man with the most attempts on stage 2 ever, Smokey. He had a bit of a meltdown on the wall lift in the last tournament, almost flipping on that 3rd wall, but just about managed to pull through. His 13th time taking on stage 2, extending his record, and he's got quite the crowd watching on that are trying to build one heck of a tower as Rog looks on. Doesn't want to help Snaz get on top of that tower. But I digress. 90 seconds for Smokey on his last stage 2 attempt here on Halo 5. Smokey has had a pretty solid go of it on stage 2, apart from in the first Halo 5 tournament when he failed this salmon ladder. But aside from that slip up, he's beaten stage 2 every other time he's made it to this stage, and he'll be determined to keep that up, keep that record up here today. And he's also chasing another piece of history. I almost forgot about it. If he beats this stage, it will be his 11th stage 2 clear, which will earn him another record as he goes for the dismount on the unstable bridge, and he gets it nicely. Cable cross time. He's had a bit of a tough time with these cables on the final stage in both of the last 2 tournaments, but he has no trouble with this one. Maybe that'll get him prepared if he gets back to the final stage in this tournament as he gets the medal spin, and he could be on his way back to the final stage. He's certainly on his way back to stage 3, as long as he does not have any struggles with the wall lift like he had in the last tournament. That second wall was tough for him, which means this third wall is going to be even tougher. Oh, Smokey, are we seeing another Chris all over again? He still can't lift the wall. 10 seconds as the klaxon sounds. Oh, that was a good hit. Come on, Smokey, push through. Go on, son. He's done it. 3.1 seconds left on the clock. It was a close call, but Smokey is moving on, and he has picked up his 11th stage 2 clear, breaking the record held by Re95. Re was on 10 Stage 2 clears, Smokey has now surpassed it, and now has more Stage 1 clears and more Stage 2 clears than any other competitor, and he already had the most Stage 3 clears as well.
Oh, come on, wall. There you go. Oh no.
Dude, it won't. What is happening?
Oh no.
That's
I call Rita.
weird.
Oh, go.
How much time is he at?
He's gonna clear with like 2 seconds left.
Nice.
Oh my god, you still cleared with that fiasco? I don't think I've seen anyone have that kind of a problem.
See, this is definitely gonna. This is where the fanboys
How many
are all gonna get
seconds
upset.
are
They're gonna
How
say,
many people live in
"Oh,
Japan?"
Smokey's gotta hit the gym. He can't do weights.
Smokey Blaine.
3.1 people live in Japan.
And just like that, we have now reached the final run on Stage 2 on Halo 5. The honor going to Alpha Puma. Like Flame, he has had a perfect record. 6 clears out of 6 on Stage 1 across all 6 of the Halo 5 tournaments. And now, taking on this stage, looking to pick up his 5th Stage 2 clear in a row. So actually there's another piece of history for yet another competitor. If he can beat this stage, he'll become just the 2nd man ever after Smokey Massacre to clear Stage 2 5 tournaments in a row. And Puma, he said he was worried about this obstacle. Moving obstacles have not been kind to him, and maybe that's why he's being a little bit cautious. His punches are not great so far. He's having to take extra punches here to get this first bridge moving, but he does make it across, and now got to start the process again. Maybe trying to go, oh, that's not a good punch, Puma. You can see the struggles he's having here with building up momentum and then losing momentum. Goes a little bit early. Is he gonna make it? Oh, he needed that save jump, did Puma, but he pulls through. There's more save jumps now. Perhaps not that surprising considering he set up the Save Jump Academy. But can he afford all this time? He's got less time than Flame had. 20 seconds left as he goes for the metal spin. Gets that. He has to have a clean wall lift run. If he has any sort of trouble like Smokey had, it's game over. But he gets through the first 2, gets through the 3rd one as well, and Puma's gonna do it. 6.3 seconds left, and that is 5 tournaments in a row, clearing the 2nd stage. And with that, the final Stage 2 on Halo 5 is over. 20 survivors stepped up, but 11 of them were eliminated, with every obstacle bar the downhill jump making an impact. However, were it not for the incredible efforts of our final 7 competitors who all managed to beat Stage 2, we would have set a new record for the most fails ever in a single tournament. Nevertheless, despite a record-equaling number of failures, we do still have more competitors moving on to Stage 3 on Halo 5 than ever before. 9 in total. For the first time in this course's history, Weapon Matt tops the leaderboard with the fastest time, ahead of Fireball and Sonic, who continues his incredible breakout tournament. Despite some hiccups on the wall lift, Strafe still came in with a time over 10 seconds, joined by Rog, Puma and Flame, and despite some near-miss disasters on the wall lift, Smokey and Chris just scraped through. But for these 9 competitors, there is no time to rest. They must gather themselves again to face the 3rd stage. Stage 3 has had a few changes to it since the last tournament, with a new 2nd obstacle and modifications to each of the final 3 obstacles. Once again, there is no time limit, and the only limit for our 9 competitors is how long they can hold out.
I feel like I'm in some weird fever dream. Getting this far is definitely something I didn't expect. This is, I mean, it's certainly been a very tough stage 1 and Stage 2, but I'm just excited to be here. Hopefully I can do something of interest. If I get past the devil steps, I've had my fun here.
It always feels great to get to the third stage. That's always my goal in every single tournament. The thing behind me, the last time I was here, that's what took me out. I'm a little nervous about it. Everything leading up to the hang climb, like the cliffhanger, even the bars, like I'm a little nervous about, but like I know I can do. It's just I think it's really gonna come down to the hang climb if I can do that. I'm nervous. I definitely say this stage that I'm nervous for, but we'll see how it goes.
After the emotional roller coaster I've been on in the first 2 stages, I am ecstatic to be back here. I mean, it's been years, and the globe grasp isn't here, so I can't get revenge on it, but the thing that replaced it looks pretty familiar, or I don't know why. If I beat the propeller bar, I'm getting a personal best, and honestly, I think I might be able to clear the stage, actually, if I have enough luck on my side.
I've had an interesting 2 performances in stage 2 from the last 2 tournaments. You know, I was clearing in 21 and then doing abysmal in 22. Hopefully I won't do as bad as I did in 22, I'll at least do a little bit better. But considering Cornel's got behind me, it should be pretty easy, so...
It's weird to think that my streak started as me being the only one, so now we have so many skilled people that can beat the third stage. I think this tournament, the back half I'm a little nervous about, but I feel like if I can get to the hang climb, I have a solid chance. I might have to compromise my values in spring jump, but I think I could cry tears over it while I'm climbing the final stage tower.
The final curtain of Halo 5 is ready to rise. The last act in the battle between course and competitors. But who will be the leading star? 9 of the best are still standing. The highest amount ever to reach the third stage on this course on Halo 5. We have seen 3 competitors beat this stage in both of the last 2 tournaments. Who, if anyone, will have what it takes to break through and advance to the final stage today? The first of our final 9 survivors is ready to step up, and of course it is Sonic, being led up by his fellow competitors who will all be taking on the third stage later, Matt, Flame and Rock. Sonic, the last man standing out of all those that made it to stage 2 for their first time. And he is the only competitor out of our 9 survivors that is taking on this third stage for their first time. He has 8 obstacles, no time limit, as he prepares his campaign on stage 3 on the propeller bars, just as we have seen in every Halo 5 tournament. This obstacle got a huge revamp in the last tournament to be longer and tougher. It's particularly that middle section, but Sonic has no trouble at all, making his way across the last one, the last set of bars. And now for the dismount, where he has to get onto the back of a mongoose for this new obstacle, which we're calling the Goose Ring. Think of it a bit like the arm rings from Sasuke, classic Sasuke stage 3 obstacle, but you have to do it with a mongoose basically. Push the design through the mazy structure, although it's not really a maze, but it does wiggle and turn all over the place, and you have to make your way through the twists and turns. Sonic. This is only his 3rd appearance on the course, and what makes it all the more impressive is his first 2 attempts he went out on the 3rd obstacle of stage 1 both times, failing the swinging pipes and then the ball drop in the last tournament, going from failing the ball drop to now taking on stage 3. It's been one of the breakout performances, and we've seen it over the last few tournaments. As he comes to the last part of the Goose Ring, this part is probably the trickiest part of them all, with a slightly ramped part of the superstructure. You've got to just find any way you can to get the bar up there, and it looks like he's going for a wiggle technique, which has worked. Don't screw up the dismount though, Sonic, you've got to still get off this thing safely. He's just centering himself so that whichever side he gets off, He should be fine, and he gets off safely. The first person to beat that new obstacle, and now it's time for the Devil Steps. As I say, we've seen plenty of breakout performances over the last few tournaments. Rog, 2 tournaments ago, when he made it to the final stage on his first time beating Stage 1. Atlantic, of course, in the last tournament got to this stage and beat the cliffhanger, and that was his first time beating Stage 1. We've seen tons of competitors get their first Stage 1 clear in this tournament, but Sonic is the only one still standing to take on the 3rd stage as he gets to the top of the Devil Steps, now making the move back down, sprinting down, and comfortably makes the dismount. Now it is time for the cliffhanger. This is one that everyone is eyeing up, no matter how experienced you are. As Sonic makes his way across the first ledge, jumps up to the second ledge but hits himself, and his breakout tournament comes to an end on the cliffhanger. Let's take a look at it again. I think he just bumped himself. He bumped himself on that second ledge, didn't get the height, didn't crouch. It was just the smallest of mistakes. But that's all it took to end Sonic's tournament. But what a tournament it's been for Sonic fan.
Got it.
Too much. Okay. No! I crouched too early, or I crouched too late. Dang. That I am fine with that.
And I think that says it all. He may be down and out, but Sonic is very proud of that performance. Great job from Sonic. Which now brings us on to our second competitor, making his way slowly to the start line.
Are we almost there? Are we almost
We're
there?
almost there. Stop, man. My batteries are gonna be gone.
We're
I
almost
think we're
there,
almost
boys.
there.
Keep it
Until
going.
you turn vibration off.
I think we're almost there. I think we're almost there. Yo, when am I gonna
Just a
stop
few
seeing
more
these damn
steps,
staircases
boys.
on my field?
I think they're almost there.
Almost there.
How many times have we said it? Yo, I'm actually. Oh!
Hey! He made it. He did it.
The casualties.
That was brilliant.
Oh.
Anyway, after the starter that was that intro, I guess, it's time for the main course. Once again, Fireball back on stage 3 for his 3rd time. Getting here. Ooh, hello. Taking it a little bit more cautiously. I was expecting him to full send there. Now he goes into a full send, making his way to the last set. Ooh, almost fell off the side there. Not as smooth as Sonic was, but he still gets through and is on to the goose. As I say, his 3rd time on this stage. He was one of the first competitors to make it to this stage in the first Halo 5 tournament, in Tournament 18. And then he made it back here 2 tournaments ago, in Tournament 21, when he failed the hang climb. As he makes his way to the end and makes the dismount comfortably. Time for the Devil's Steps, an obstacle he defeated the last time he was here in Tournament 21. Fireball makes his way to the top. He shouldn't have any trouble with this. Not many competitors have had trouble with the Devil's Steps since it took out 2 competitors in Tournament 20, but now for the cliffhanger, where Sonic just failed. He gets past the jump that Sonic missed. Now for the huge jump, which he failed in Tournament 18, but beat it in Tournament 21. He gets a late save jump, but it's still enough. Fireball pulls through and is into the back half once again. Time for the jumping bars. These have been made a lot tougher since he last attempted them, as Chumpy knows, since he failed them in the last tournament. Now you got to drop down onto the lower ledge, and then you've got to make this very tight jump to get onto the hang climb. It caused a couple of close calls last time out and almost catches out Fireball, but he gets the save jump and is now making his way up the hang climb. the obstacle that has defeated him, or that defeated him 2 tournaments ago. Fireball has been flying through the course though so far, it has to be said. Not really taking any time at all on any obstacle. Making his way to the last set of rocks, and now this jump is a perfect crouch jump. But it looks like he might be going for the spring. Yes, he does. And Fireball, unless he somehow... Oh, he might be resetting his controller settings, actually. And then with that, that's a personal best. And 2 obstacles left to go. Fireball has a shot at the Triple Crown here. He's been to the final stage on Rock's course. Of course, he's been to the final stage on Smokey's course as a Grand Champion. Now, he is 1 obstacle away from making it to the final stage on this course. That looked like a little bit of lag. That was a little bit worrying. The final ring, modified again. Now, no more head slide. It's just all rings. Drop down, and then you've got to make a huge jump here. And then you've got to make an even huger jump. That's not even a word. An even bigger jump for the final. This last jump has been made much tougher than the one we've seen in the last 2 tournaments. Everyone stops, takes a breath, as Fireball sets himself up. He goes for it! Fireball goes down on the final jump of stage 3! He is undone right at the death! Right at the very end! 1 jump from the Triple Crown! And it slips through his fingers. He was so close. Did he jump just that little bit too early? This angle here will tell us just how close he was. It was millimeters. Millimeters for Fireball.
Wait, I think I wrote it down somewhere for...
No! Just short! Damn it. I knew I didn't.
My
As
prediction
soon as I
was
jumped,
right.
I knew I didn't stay on it long enough when I jumped.
Tough.
But that's
The
the first jump I've had at it.
That was close.
Good run.
That is what the modification was for, to catch out the best of the best. But you have to have a heart cold as ice to not feel for any competitor that fails the final jump. Our first 2 competitors have made their attempts, with Sonic's breakout tournament coming to an end on the cliffhanger, whilst Fireball proved stage 3 can be beaten, except for the last jump, which, by the tiniest of millimeters, means that for now, stage 3 remains undefeated. We started with 100 competitors. Now, the hopes that someone can achieve total victory to end the Halo 5 era rests on the shoulders of just 7. And in the next episode, we will see these 7 survivors wrap up Tournament 23. Can any of them make it to the final stage? Can any of them make it to the top of the tower? Can any of them reach the top in time to become a Grand Champion? Well, if you guys want to find out, you'll have to come back next time. But until next time, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know you guys' favourite moments, your favourite competitor in the episode. And until then, we'll see you guys next time for the finale to Tournament 23 and the end of the road on Halo 5. Until next time, guys, I've been Hunting Unit 751. Goodbye.